Welcome, wrestling fans, to Mikey Wilson's Book It Better. I'm with my guys over here at main event _net on Twitter. If you're not following them, if you're not listening to their flagship show at Pod on the Mark Wrestling Podcast with Gags, Tucky, the part-timer Ian Garavaglia, and sometimes Erica Marini jumps on there too. Just a bunch of guys and gals talking about wrestling. They love what they do, and if you're not listening to that show, you're not a wrestling fan, and that's all there is to it. On this show, we're going to talk Book It Better. I'm going to take scenarios. I'm going to tell you what I think they should be or how I think they should be booked. I'm going to challenge AEW, WWE to do it better. I got a wheel right here. Let's spin this wheel and see what the hell we're talking about today. I'm really jazzed up to talk about the IC Cup. Let's go. This is going to be a good one for you guys. All right, give me a second. We'll be right back. Let's get prepared. And we're back. Just had to kill that screen and get back to you guys. Dogs went a little crazy there too. Whatever. All right, today we're talking about the IC title. Obviously, the IC title belongs to Gunther, the Ring General. Let's remove this. I guess I wasn't completely ready for you guys. I'm going to stop sharing. Kill this. All right. So what I'm thinking here is, WWE doesn't really pretend that other companies exist, but I do think AEW does something WWE should start doing every now and then, not once a month, but I think they need to use Raw as a free premium live event, a freemium live event, if you will. And this one would work perfectly to showcase the IC title, and you can call it the Intercontinental Cup, and you would have people from different continents or different backgrounds of life representing where they came from. And you could even do a subcategory of Jey Uso. Jey Uso is Samoan, but he can also claim America, right? So you can do a Samoan, and that way this can keep building. So basically what I got for you is a cup, and they're going to run through basically one episode of Raw. And they're going to turn it into Monday Night Raw Intercontinental Cup. And you're not going to get one of those gay trophies or whatever that you have to carry around for 2 weeks till somebody breaks. What you get for winning the Intercontinental Cup is a shot at Gunther to win the title. You're getting an IC title, Intercontinental title shot. Don't tell Gunther I call it the IC title. And what we're going to do here is we're going to set up matches based on, it's going to be country versus country or area versus area, and that person is going to represent that area that they're from. We're going to run through this, and hopefully we can set up a little bit of rivalries going through this, or at least create some storylines that come out of this as well. It's something WWE is really lacking on, unless they really believe in it. So the first matchup we're going to get to, so it's Australia versus Canada. Australia and the Aussie icon, Grayson Waller versus Edge. We've already had this matchup once. Edge won. Kid, you can swim. Something like that. So we'll bring back that rivalry a little bit. I haven't seen Edge in a while. I'm hoping he's okay to even compete in this event. I'd like to see Grayson Waller go over here. Grayson Waller's going to advance. Australia's going to advance. And, make this a theatrical thing and hang the flags by the entrance ramp. And when Grayson Waller comes out, if you're a flag guy, you can throw a flag around your shoulders and walk down and go back up, hang your flag up when you win. Edge loses. I don't think Edge is taking the flag down. Edge might put the flag around his shoulders and walking down. Edge will come down, tap the flag, walk down, take his loss, go up. He takes the flag down really nicely, folds it, puts it away. I don't know if that's just a U.S. custom or that's a flag custom. If that's a flag custom, folds it, puts it away, lays by the crowd. Canada is eliminated. Let's move on to the next matchup here. So it's really going to be just, Grayson Waller's an Aussie icon. He's representing Australia here. Australia moves on to the next round. We're going to get to the next matchup. And I really think it should just be matchup. Because remember, Kofi Mania, that whole thing happened because of a gauntlet match that he ran through and won every match. And that really shot Kofi to the next level. And that's what you can get here, kind of, with a match, and then a match. It's not gauntlet style, but a match, then a match, and then a match. And I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 matches lined up for you guys. And the 8th match is the main event where Gunther will defend his title against the winner of this tournament. So you got to win, 1, 2, 3. You got to win 4 matches in one night. And you got to dethrone the longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time. I think this is going to be a really nice way if you can dethrone him. You're going to make a star here. Let's get to the next matchup. All right, so we got Mexico versus Scotland. Obviously, Dirty Dom is going to be representing Mexico. Drew McIntyre is going to be representing Scotland, the Scottish psychopath. There's history here, too. You know, Drew has been feuding with the Judgment Day. He's been back and forth with these guys. And right now, he's feuding with Jey Uso. But there's history here with the Judgment Day. And I think here, I'd like to see Drew go over here, over Dom. Dom's got to go take his flag down again. Make this a theatrics thing. Really represent all the nations. Don't be afraid to play into it a little bit too. Like Jey Uso used to have the war dance. Don't be afraid to bring that back. All right, so Drew moves on. Drew beats Dom. Dom can have all the help he wants from the Judgment Day, but I think Drew needs to go over here on Dom. Let's get to your next matchup. So this matchup is going to be billed as Japan versus Ghana. You're going to have Shinsuke represent Japan. You're going to have Kofi Kingston represent Ghana. He had that cool video when he won the world title to go, the world title to go over to Ghana and represent. It was a really cool moment. I think I know Shin's involved with Seth here, and if he wins the title, this is going to be hard to do. Is put a world champion into this, but we need an even number here unless somebody gets a bye. I think Shin should lose it. No, Shin's going to win this match. Kofi goes back to fighting with the War Raiders or whatever you want to call those, Viking Raiders, whatever you want to call them today. Shin's going to win this match, move on. Kofi's got to go take his Ghana flag down. I really like this. This is kind of just a throw together match. They're going to put together a banger, but yeah, Shin's pretty hot right now. Shin should go over. This next match I'm really excited for. So you've heard me mention Jay's name a few times. I got the honorary Oos shirt on. It's a Sami Zayn shirt, but it's the honorary Oos shirt. Here, I think you can build this however you want with JD representing Ireland. Maybe Finn is originally billed to represent Ireland with the Judgment Day because you got that mesh with JD and Finn right now. Jey Uso just declined the Judgment Day, so the Judgment Day might have a, forgive me, but Jey Uso problem. So, and JD really wants to join the Judgment Day, so this might be a chance for Finn and Damian to go, JD, you go out there, you represent Ireland, you take my spot, as Finn would say, you take my spot, and you take care of this Jey Uso problem, and you'll be in the Judgment Day once you take care of the Jey Uso problem. And, he goes out there, represents Ireland, Jey Uso comes out. I wouldn't mind a war dance here to represent Samoa. Might be some shenanigans from the Judgment Day, but I think Jey Uso goes over here and advances to the next round. So the next round, you're going to have Grayson Waller over Edge. You're going to have Drew over Dominic. You're going to have Shinsuke over Kofi. And you're going to have main event Jey Uso over JD McDonough. So let's move right into our next matchup. I think this is round 2. So now, let's move into round 2. So this is the 5th match of the night. You got Grayson Waller versus Drew McIntyre, Australia versus Scotland. Now, they had the 1st and 2nd match of the night. Now they're having the 5th match of the night. This is where fatigue starts working in. I like Waller. I think he's hot, but he doesn't need to go over on Drew here. Drew should win this match. Go take his Scottish flag, move it up to the next bracket, and then the Aussie icon can take his Aussie flag down. And then we'll get into Shinsuke versus again, I think this is going to be a really good match. Shinsuke versus Jay. They can really tear the house up. As hot as Shinsuke is, I think the greater story. So Drew's already advanced to the semifinals because the final would be Gunther. Drew's already advanced, so I think he got that storyline with Jey Uso and Drew. They just fought on Monday night. The Judgment Day beat up Jay. Drew was kind of conflicted. I'm not going to save him. Now you move on to Jay versus Drew in the semifinals. You push all the other flags out. You put the next 2 flags by the entrance. They come in. They might even bring their flag down and put it on a pole. Not a flag on a pole match. Stay away from anything on a pole match. We're not doing that. Jay and Drew in the semifinals. Play the video. I'm really excited for this match, this final match, because either one of these guys can move on. It's not one of those. Honestly, I think anybody in here, with the exception of maybe Dominic and Grayson Waller, Kofi's kind of flattened out a little bit. But I think anybody in here, with the exception of Gray and Dom, could probably have taken the title off of Gunther and then pushed to the hemisphere with a rocket as the next guy. Jay and Drew are going to have a great match here. I think it's going to be a fantastic. I want to see Jey Uso go over, get the respect of Drew McIntyre. They squash all the beef. They shake hands. And then Gunther's music hits. Imperium comes out. Drew's got to go take down his Scotland flag. He goes to the back. And then the Imperium comes out. They hang the Austria flag up at top. They want it front and center. And they're going to say, hey, we're the Intercontinental title. We love this. We are the guy. Play the video. Main event of the Intercontinental Cup is Gunther versus Jay for the Intercontinental title. Gunther sends his Imperium Goons to the back. This is a really good one-on-one match. Really back and forth, a lot of close near falls. Jay, you play up the story of Jay. This is Jay's 4th match of the night. He's gassed. There's no way he should beat Gunther. And then you hear, and new Intercontinental Champion main event, Jey Uso. Gunther can go on, and no disrespect to Gunther, he had the longest Intercontinental run of all time. He can move on to face Roman or even take the title off of Seth, which we'll book eventually. I mean, if we're going to go this way, might as well keep going this way. I like Jey Uso as the Intercontinental Champion here, and I like what can happen next. Plenty of challengers for Jey. He's got a red X on his back. Everybody's coming after him because of the bloodline. He can defeat opponent after opponent after opponent and take this title all the way to WrestleMania and fight for the title his brother, Jimmy Uso. Brother versus brother at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. This is their dream. They've always wanted to fight each other. I've heard them say in an interview they wanted to fight each other at WrestleMania to see who the bigger brother is. Bigger, better brother is. I think Jay retains at WrestleMania. In main event, Jay Uso in one night. He's already a star. I'm not debating that at all. But in one night, he has defeated JD McDonough. He defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. He defeated Drew McIntyre. And he defeated the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever, Gunther. Goes through opponent after opponent after opponent until he gets to WrestleMania. He's still got that bloodline thing going a little bit. And he fights his brother at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. I would love to see that. Again, this doesn't have to be a one Monday night. I do like that the gauntlet style of the bracket where they have to go through it. And I think this is enough matches to fill a Raw. And I think this is going to be a must-see Raw, especially if you bill it correctly. I have been, OTSN, Jesus Christ. I have been Mikey Wilson with Book It Better. Go follow my guys right here, main event _net on Twitter. Go follow Jimmy and Gags and Marini and Ian over at Pod on the Mark. They record every Thursday. If you're not watching that, you are not a wrestling fan. Thanks for watching.